Hey everyone, just wanted to talk to a situation that I get asked about a good amount, and that's US garnishments in SAP SuccessFactors. And so I've set up this scenario just to kind of give an outline. My employee here, Michael Tremblay, he had a wild trip to Vegas and ended up going a little too hard and ended up with a child support and a creditor garnishment. So child support about for $300, and the creditor, I guess he went to a casino, gambled too much, and got about $6,000 in debt. And so the calculation we have is the child support is $300 every period. And then for the creditor, this is obviously customizable because with SAP you can do anything. And so this calculation is going to be up to 25% of statutory net. And so just to do the quick math here, you got it shown over here. That means for Michael, if it's his net amount is 3,278.39 times 0.25. That means the amount that can be taken is $819.59 or 60 cents. And so if you look at it, that's the total amount that the garnishments are here. I do have the priority set here, which SAP will respect. And so let's look at this in SuccessFactors and see what it looks like. So if you were to receive a garnishment for an employee, you'd go to their employee file, you'd go to payroll, and then you'd have a section for a couple things: document, order, adjustments. So for document, this is where you're entering the information about the garnishment that kind of came in. So if I come, take a look at this, I'll see that I've already entered two of them. And so you enter just a handful of things here, garnishment number, if you want to have an internal number, the date you received it, whether it's active, the jurisdiction it's relevant for, type of garnishment it is, how often it's remitted. So this is if you use third-party remittance. You have information for an answer letter, and you can fill out some other information. But then on the right side here, you have the vendor that this is paid for. So for child support, it's not paid directly to the person who's receiving it. It's centrally sent to like a child support for the Nevada Clark County as an example. And then if I look at this other one, Venetian gambling services, so similar type of fields. And then from within SuccessFactors, I can go from a garnishment document to the garnishment order, which is more about the payroll amounts. So for my two garnishments, I once again have the two different things here. And so for the first one, child support, $300 a pay period. And then you have some other stuff, whether there's any fields or special rules. Whereas with my creditor garnishment, $6,000, I don't enter a per period amount because it's the total amount that has to be paid. And so now if I go over to payroll, I'm going to go to the off-cycle functionality in Payroll Control Center and just kind of show what the next pay period would look like for Michael now that he has these two garnishments that have come in. So coming over here, I'm going to do a new off-cycle, type in his name, Michael Tremblay, just do a period on demand, choose my pay date, and then I will check this request to run a simulation, and at that point I can kind of see the PDF of what Michael's next pay statement is going to be. Let's run that. And then I'll expand this, and here we go. We come down here, and we'll see the amounts. As with almost anything with SAP, the calculations can be customized however you'd like. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks.